Dinosaurs. Magnificent creatures that roamed the earth millions of years ago and that might make a comeback in the future. Because it seems that several movies showing that it's a bad idea is definitely not enough to stop the scientists. While India uses AI to study them and some scientists want to recreate them with robots, I decided to create life species using only rocks, funnier rocks, and the power of capitalist greed to make as much money out of this. I have started my own dino park with one idea in mind: use only carnivores and try to reach my favorite dinosaur, Spinosaurus. But in the end, it went so horribly wrong. So I started on this beautiful island, lost in the ocean and fortunately not turned into an American airbase. Before filling it with scaly lizards, I had to build some infrastructure, such as the arrival point, a control center, a science lab, an expedition hub, and a fast response team, in case something bad happens. Completely forgetting about building recreational facilities for my staff, I have decided to start working on my first attraction. I built a lab to make dinosaurs, a fence that will definitely protect all tourists and park workers, and a viewing point for little Jimmy to observe the gigantic monsters staring at him through thin glass. I connected everything with roads and built a big circle for the giant central building of the park. After connecting everything to one small diesel generator polluting the entire island, the facilities came to life. I looked through a list of extremely qualified third-world scientists, and I hired Chem for just $17,500 per minute. For that, I have sent her in the deserts of the Midwest to dig for fossils. This is how we will get the precious DNA of those big lizards. In the meantime, I built some McDonald's and Starbucks in the park to suck even more money out of tourist pockets. I have recruited some more people, but they didn't like the complete lack of worker rights in my park. I was forced to spend even more money on some beds and a comfy zone for them to relax after the 100 hours in the desert challenge. My very qualified scientists researched silly rocks, and we got enough DNA to create our first mutant. Combining the radiation, the rocks, and the DNA of gay frogs, we made our first creature. But my plans were ruined by one of the scientists, because she got tired. Get back to work, you are paid $12,000 per minute! After gently encouraging my staff, we made it, our first 3 dinosaurs. I hope that we finished building the fence. We did it, right? I made sure that the work environment is comfortable enough. I care about them more than my science team. It was time for the photo shoot to sell it on onlydinos.com. I got nervous because one of them stared at the gate for several minutes, but then I ignored all the security vulnerabilities in the park and finally opened its doors. That was when I got the first red flag of the playthrough, a failed autosave. I decided to completely ignore it, a crucial mistake on my part that will definitely have terrible consequences. People were pouring in and it was hard not to try to profit from them as much as possible. I have optimized the shops for their needs and sent my overpaid expedition team in the London sewers to seek for the yet unseen monsters. A new hotel allowed richer tourists to come and stay, because what can be better than a giant Ceratosaurus watching you sleep? I was so relaxed that I made a horrible mistake. I decided to update the level of the electric fence, but this actually deleted it entirely. I put the dinosaurs to sleep and the situation got under control. Let's hope this won't have a drastic impact on my profit. Anyway, build a big dinosaur palace. I built some better restaurants to squish more money out of hungry tourists and started the preparations of another dinosaur pen for the British baryonyx. It was not a full Spinosaurus, but a more soy-jack version of it. A storm alert is a sign that all dinosaurs should go to sleep, and the tourists must be packed in a bunker, like in an Indian public train. It was finally time to introduce a new carnivore to the park. In the meantime, some more pictures. Let's look at the cute, small creature. Oh. Well, I'm sure this won't affect the park. Some anger issues can be solved with good quality time with other dinosaurs and a therapy. And here he goes, into his own playyard. I have adapted it for his needs, which is rock. I was 3 hours in and I was getting tired. So I decided to add some action. A dinosaur fight. A Pelecanthus versus Ceratosaurus. Now, fight for your survival. Why don't you fight? Oh, okay, here we go. A standoff at midnight. Let's see who will make it out, sharp teeth or the impenetrable armor. and I was getting tired. So I decided to stop playing and save the game. A cold realization hit me. I was not able to save the game. All this work I put into it. All for nothing. I'm sorry, Spinosaurus. I couldn't meet you. Alright, I'm bored. Wait, he just give up? No, come back and fight. And he's just sleeping? Did we just become friends? Did therapy really worked? It was now that I realized this park, it was all wrong. Those overpaid scientists, those rich tourists who came to look at big lizards, even Jimmy that made fun of Ceratosaurus. There was one thing left to do. Open the gates! But even with that, he did not care. He just started sleeping. My spirit animal. The other one is running after the tourist. Yes, content. Get them. Wait, what? He's running away? Maybe all he needed all along was some freedom. This one ate too many Chinese phones and now is suffering from constant noise in his belly. Alright, let's see the profit charts. Stonks. Well, there's only one last thing to do. And subscribe for more funny videos on different games. Bye!